I'm putting a lot of stuff on, but I just want people to know exactly what I'm going through, right? Because if anything happens to me, because I'm getting really stressed out and all the rest of it, so I'm already at risk of having a stroke, and I've got high blood pressure, I've got bad heart and everything else. But I want people to know that this all could have been ended, it could have been resolved with, you know, an apology letter, replace the item, but no. So anyway, I want to cover this one now. So in here is the boiler, okay? Now, the last person that come to do this boiler was a contractor. A nice lad, and I ended up knowing his brother. But he was a contractor. So he opened the cupboard up, and you can see there's a tray. That's one of my paint trays. Oh look, even more paint that I've bought, look, to paint the house. Anyway, so I says to him, what are you doing? So I says, are you going to be turning anything off or touching anything inside that boiler? And he said, no. Why? And I said, well, what happens is that underneath this boiler, there's two taps here, one there and one there. And they are for to repressurize it. You can repressurize it. I said, but be very careful. I said, because if you touch those, it leaks. Hence why I've got that tray. So every time they come, right, and they service the boiler, sometimes they'll take bits off it, they take the blender, whatever they do, they take it out, they clean it, they go to the bathroom, they clean it all out. And then they repressurize it. And then what happens is, when they repressurize it and turn it off, it will drip into here. Drip, 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 drip. Okay? And then what I have to do, I have to keep coming in and keep adjusting the valves, because when you turn them off so the water don't flow through it, but they'll still leak. So I have to play around with it to get the happy medium, right? So it stops dripping. So when he came, believe it or not, the tray had water in. And he said, oh yeah, I can see it's leaking. He got the front off. I said, well, it's leaking, it has been leaking, but it's not leaking now. I said, will you note that? He goes, no, that's got nothing to do with me. That is, what you need to do is phone the council. And he told me to phone the council about the flue, daylight around the flue, which I did. All right. Now, as you can see, and this is not a one-off, I turn my boiler off. Because what happens if I turn that on, it encourages that to leak. It encourages that to leak into that tray. So, if I've had my heating on or my water on it, or like what I explained about it, if I get up and I want to wash the pots, I'll come up, turn that on, put the heating on. When I've done what I've done, I turn it off. I have to turn it off. So when I opened this cover, took the cover off, looked inside, it's dated 2008. It's dated, that boiler. And he said to me, you need a new boiler. I said, why? He says, well, you need a new boiler, it's out of date. Now, I'm putting this on here today, just to let people know, all these little tiny things are annoying me. All these little tiny things are stressing me out. The council's been informed. When the guy came out, I told him, he says, I've come out, I'm the bloke who goes round to do all the voids and all this and the other. I've come out to see if there's anything that needs to... That got mentioned. And the roof. He did the window. Never know, nobody, this is the 18th of December. Nobody come out for the flue. Daylight round the roof. I'm not getting up outside and looking on a ladder. No. All right? So I took advice from somebody else, and they said, turn the boiler off. So I had no gas for 2 days. I had no heating for 2 days, apart from the little electric fire downstairs, boiling the kettle for pots. So when it did come out, they said, no, it's not a problem. It's just daylight coming through one at tiles. He never sent them out. I had to ring in again. That could have been dangerous. So I just want people to know, this is my boiler. Allegedly out of date, 2008. It's 2026 now. I don't know how long they last. He told me it's a couple of years out of date. It leaks water if I turn it on. So if I leave that on now for 24, 48 hours, there will be a puddle of water in there because it will start to leak. This is just another one of the problems that I'm living with. And I know I'm moaning, and I know there's other people out there that's got problems. But what I'm trying to get to, the point I'm trying to get to this is, if I've got a problem, if I've got an issue, I deal with it, okay? So it's like my toilet. That toilet, since I've been in this house, has broke about 4 times. The first time I rung the council up, and they had to come and fit a new whatever it was inside. Since then, or every time that's broke, I fix that myself. Right? So the parts I've ordered off eBay, and I fixed it. And no, this is what I'm trying to say. When you do all the work in the house yourself, and then you need them to come out and do something, they can't be arsed. Or when they come into your house and say, we're coming into your house to renew, your electrics and this and other, you don't expect them to leave it in a shithole. You don't expect it to leave it half finished. You don't expect it to take from the 6th month of the year right the way through to the 12th month of the year, and then on the 12th month it have to be the council that come in and do the bits. It's a shit show.